Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hashtag Learning Goals. So, our topic for this episode is about the learnings that left a mark in me after all the discussions of the modules in these midterms. This episode will have 3 parts with 3 different topics. So, let's start! First, let's talk about development. The world is constantly changing. In this modern time, developments are greatly visible. We have come in the time where we are more concerned about the things that might happen in the future and how we will be able to surpass that, rather than focusing on how we can improve the past. Development originated from the Western countries. With the word development also comes the concept of innovation, modernization, and economic growth. Through development, every country was able to grow interdependency of their culture, population, and most especially their economy. Market is a vital factor to this, for it enables the cross-global exchange or trade of goods and services. With regards to this, we are not only global citizens but are now considered as global consumers. Power is like a fuel to development because through power, global and local hierarchies were established. So, let's go to the next. The next topic is related to the Rohingya crisis. Everyone deserves to live a happy and peaceful life. A life where you can show who you truly are and be someone who you wanted to be without being judged or discriminated. A very timely issue is about the discrimination that the ethnic and Muslim groups are experiencing from all over the world. Here in the Philippines, ethnic and Muslim groups are often subjected to harassment and abuse. Worse than that, even up to this day, lumad killings are still rampant. I can relate this to the Rohingya crisis. The Rohingyas is a Muslim minority group in Myanmar. They are considered stateless because they are not acknowledged by the government as citizens, also because they lack documents to be considered one. They are highly discriminated, harassed and abused, which left them with no choice but to cross borders and hope for a fresh start in the neighboring countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Cambodia. This might have started as an internal issue, but when the plight of the Rohingyas occurred, this became an international issue. ASEAN has a big role in issues like this. ASEAN has the power to change its policies regarding the freedom of each state from external interferences. Through this, if they can adjust their policy, they can respond as quickly as possible to issues like this. Lastly, the ASEAN should strengthen its human rights policies. They should always see to it that everyone, especially the refugees, are not discriminated. They should make sure that everyone is safe, protected from any harm, and enjoys their rights as a human being. No one deserves to be treated less. We have come to the last part of this episode, which involves human security. Human security's main goal is to protect people. COVID-19 made everything seems like to be on pause for several months. Everything was a lot different from what we are used to, which causes threats to human security. Unemployment rate is rising, and a lot of businesses are closing down, which reflects the issue of an unsecured economy. People doesn't have a stable source of income, which imposes a threat to food security in a way that it will be hard for anyone to have or consume healthy and nutritious food without the means to have it, which is through money. Also, it affects one's personal and community security because due to this pandemic, most of the people are barely surviving. And oftentimes, a lot of them are triggered to do something that might hurt others or cause chaos just to survive, even if it is against their will. Environmental security also becomes an issue because although Some said it has a positive effect, which are cleaner air and less environmental noise. It also has a downside, which is an increase in waste and failure to perform recycling. Political security is also involved in a way that many are taking this pandemic as an opportunity to accomplish their hidden agendas. Lastly, COVID-19 is a big threat in the aspect of health security because it challenges the country's healthcare system. Having said all that, it is very visible that if one element of human security fails, everything else follows. In conclusion, the government are the ones who has the power to address policies for human security. They should always make sure that they are not the source of human security issues. And that's it. We have come to the end of this podcast. I hope that I am able to share meaningful insights about my learning. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been Carlin Luis Ramos. Until the next #LearningGoals.